Hello friends, recently I experienced the fear of every drone owner. I had a flyaway with this DJI Neo. So in this video I'm going to explain what happened, the reason and how to avoid it. Welcome to this new video. So I have this DJI Neo for some time now and I really love it. It is so easy to use, small, handy, and I did a lot of flights far away, close by. I even use it in my videos, in my e-bike reviews for instance.
3, 2, 1.
This time again, I wanted to take some quick, nice shots of the kids in the swimming pool. So I took out the Neo, I activated it with my controller. As always, I waited until the home point got updated, so it had 12 or 13 satellites, and of course I checked the wind conditions. There was no wind whatsoever. Now I went up to take some nice pics of the children in the swimming pool. I wasn't even that high up when suddenly I lost all connection and the Neo tilted sidewards and flew off all the way. So of course, panic. There was no control whatsoever. I couldn't do the emergency stop. I couldn't activate return to home. The Neo just was gone. Luckily, you can see the last known GPS position. So I immediately went searching in the field that you can see down there to try if I could find my Neo. And then I realized that it maybe could be on the top of the building. When I found it, it had lost its battery. There was no battery to be found nearby. The protector, I used another protector back then, it also had gone. And the camera was all blocked upwards. But beside of that, there was nothing to be seen or any damage of the drone. So when I check out the flight path, you can see that the drone hovered over the garden really steadily for quite some time. And only after long minutes, it just popped off sideways. And then it goes in another direction. To turn back again, and then it hit the building. Of course, I asked myself what I did wrong. In the beginning, I thought it could be the birds that attacked the Neo, as I have big trees around the garden with quite some birds in there. But then I found online about the famous flyaway bug on this DJI Neo. I found these videos where you can see exact the same behavior. So the first video is from a DJI owner in the Philippines. I hope he doesn't mind that I show your video right here, but it clearly illustrates how everything go as usual and then suddenly you lose all control and then you just go crazy.
Visual positioning failure unable to return automatically. Attitude mode. Visual positioning failure unable to return automatically. Pay attention to flight safety. Attitude mode. Visual positioning failure unable to return automatically. Pay attention to flight safety. Attitude.
And then another video, and here again you can see how the Neo behaves the same way. It suddenly tilts sideways, it flies off even faster than you can control your drone yourself in sport mode, and you lose all control. it aren't the birds, it really is a bug within the DJI Neo. So later in this video I will show you what you can do to avoid this problem as much as you can. But luckily I had the DJI Care and Refresh. I only paid $19 and I got a complete new drone. So really awesome, and I really would advise you to take the Care and Refresh plan yourself. Just to have this peace of mind that if something goes wrong, then you have yourself a complete new drone with no problem at all. I lost my battery, but they sent me a new battery as well, so my Fly More combo is still a Fly More combo, and I still have my 3 batteries now. So really great. So there's a lot of discussion going on online on how to avoid this problem as much as you can. The best advice that I read is to calibrate your IMU and to calibrate your compass as much as you can. So every flight would be a little bit too much, I think. But if you have some kind of crash with the drone, please recalibrate the IMU and the compass. So for the compass calibration, it's really easy. You go to the settings on the controller, choose compass calibration, and then you only have to turn your drone like this on a flat surface. For the IMU, it's a little bit more complicated as the drone should really sit still. So get yourself something non-metallic, and then there again, follow the instruction. The drone has to sit flat first, and it has to stand sidewards first, and you have to follow all the positions as shown in the application. And after that, the YMU is calibrated and you should be all set. Now, as I'm using the DJI Neo both for following, spotlight, and all this kind of position in my reviews, I still am going to use the Neo as much as I can for proximity flights, but flying off way further did scare me a little bit now. I was lucky that I didn't damage anything or hurt someone, so therefore I got myself the mini 4K as well. So this way I can use the 4K for the flights further away, and I could use the Neo for the proximity flights. So this way I'm all set to have the best experience and to fly as safe as I can. So let me know in the comments what you think about it, or if you have experienced the flyaway of the Neo yourself. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye bye.